What is up developers, it is Mike here. In the previous video we talked about how important a portfolio is for your developer journey, and now it's time to see what projects you can build per tech field so you can elevate your portfolio game. In each section of this video, I will be stating the projects you could build, and these projects will be big ones because if you really want to stand out, you should be building something big. Not small things like a simple contact form or a small quiz game and expect that those small projects would actually get you hired. So I will be explaining the idea of each possible project you can do and why you should build it by stating what technical side it will reflect on the employer or the person viewing your portfolio. Feel free to skip any field you're not interested in since the projects outlined won't be relevant to you, but I suggest you watch the entire video so you can have a better understanding of everything. And you can also find the time-lapse of this video in the description down below. So let's get started. For software developers, first up, an inventory management system. The project involves developing a system to track and manage inventory for businesses. Skills showcased include database design, back-end development using frameworks like Django or Spring Boot, and user interface design for the front end. Second comes a task management application. This application helps users organize and track tasks, deadlines, and priorities. It demonstrates skills in front-end development for creating a user-friendly interface, back-end development for managing data and user authentication, and possibly integrations with third-party tools like calendars or emails. You can also do customer relationship management or CRM software. A CRM system helps businesses manage interactions with current and potential customers. Skills showcased here could be database management, back-end development for implementing business logic and workflows, and of course, front-end development for designing user interfaces. For front-end development, the most important thing to do is a responsive portfolio website. This is a responsive website that showcases your work and skills. This project will demonstrate your skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating visually appealing and interactive web pages that adapt to different devices and screen sizes. Now, including animations here and 3D elements with the use of libraries like GSAP or Three.js is a huge plus, as this will make your front-end experience stand out in the crowd. Up next could be an interactive data visualization dashboard. Creating a dashboard that presents data in a visually appealing and interactive way. This project showcases skills in data visualization libraries like D3.js or Chart.js, as well as front-end frameworks like React or Vue.js for building dynamic user interfaces. You can also do an online quiz or survey application on a big scale, developing an application for creating and taking quizzes or surveys online. This project highlights skills in front-end development for designing the user interface itself, and of course JavaScript for handling user interactions and form validations. Now for backend development, you can start with a RESTful API for a blogging platform. Building a RESTful API to handle CRUD operations for blog posts, comments, and user authentication. This project showcases skills in backend development using frameworks like Express.js or Flask, database management with SQL or NoSQL databases, and API design best practices. This is very important to have as a backend developer, as most of your job later on will be building APIs for the front end to use. Up next comes a real-time chat application. Developing a real chat application using WebSockets or a similar technology. This project demonstrates skills in event-driven programming, handling concurrent connections, and possibly integrating with authentication services for a secure communication. You can also use Firebase here, which is actually very needed nowadays in the market. Now we have a booking and reservation system. Creating a system for booking and managing reservations for hotels, restaurants, or events. This project highlights skills in the back-end development for handling complex business logic, database design for managing reservations and availability, and you can enhance it with a basic front-end development if you would like to. For full-stack development, you can just mix one front-end project with a relevant back-end one or vice versa, and you will get a full-stack project done. Note that it's going to take a lot of effort for you to come up with full-stack working projects, so you gotta get to work if you are looking for full-stack employments, of course. For mobile development, you could start with a fitness tracking app. Developing a mobile app that tracks users' fitness activities such as running, cycling, or workouts. This project showcases skills in mobile app development using frameworks like React Native or Flutter, as well as integrations with device sensors like GPS and accelerometer. Next is an expense tracker app, building an app that helps users track their expenses and manage their finances. This project demonstrates skills in mobile app UI design, database management for storing transaction data with the highest security, and possibly integrating with the third-party APIs for currency conversions and budget analysis. Then comes a recipe sharing app, creating an app where users can discover, save, and share recipes with others. This project highlights skills in mobile app navigation and user interaction, as well as backend development for managing recipe data and user accounts. For AI development, first could be a sentiment analysis tool, developing a tool that analyzes text data to determine sentiments such as positive, negative, or neutral. This project showcases skills in natural language processing (NLP) techniques, machine learning algorithms for classification, and possibly integrating with APIs for text analysis. Second, an image recognition app, building an app that can recognize objects or scenes in images captured by a device's camera. This project demonstrates skills in computer vision algorithms, deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow or PyTorch, and integrating with device hardware for image capture and processing. You can also develop a natural language processing (NLP) chatbot, creating a chatbot that can understand and respond to natural language input from users. This project highlights skills in NLP techniques like tokenization and named entity recognition, as well as building conversational interfaces using frameworks like Dialogflow or Rasa. For game development, start with a 2D platformer game, developing a classic side-scrolling platformer game with levers, obstacles, and enemies. This project showcases skills in game physics, collision detection, and character animations using game engines like Unity or Godot. Something nice could be an endless runner game, building an endless runner game where the player controls a character that always moves forward, avoiding obstacles and collecting items. This project highlights skills in procedure generation, game optimization for performance, and integrating with advertising or in-app purchase systems for monetization. For DevOps, set up an automated deployment pipeline. Setting up a continuous integration, continuous deployment CI/CD pipeline for automating the build, test, and deployment process of software applications. This project showcases skills in infrastructure as code IAC tools like Terraform or CloudFormation, creating containers with Docker, and CI/CD tools like Jenkins or GitLab CI. Next up is a configuration management system, developing a system for managing and automating the configuration of servers and applications in a cloud or on-premises environment. This project demonstrates skills in configuration management tools like Ansible or Chef, scripting languages like Bash or Python, and implementing security best practices for infrastructure. Now I'll stop here because the ideas are really limitless, but I wanted to give you an idea on how you should think before you build a project. You have to build something that will reflect a specific skill that you have or that you are currently working on. In that way, when this project is on your portfolio, it will prove that you are skilled at what you claim you have. Your chances in getting hired will highly increase, especially if one of your projects aligns with the project you are getting hired to work on. So get to work ASAP. Let's get your treasure together, and I'll see you in the next video.